Okay then, welcome guys to Gaming with the Goons. We work hard and play harder. So today we usually have about 4 of us playing it. It's our main channel. There's me, Lee, Wong and there's Grant. But today there's only 3 of us because Wong's a little bit busy today. So what we're gonna do today with you is Overcooked. It's a fun family game, and once we get into it, we'll just explain how the game goes. So I'm Santos. I'm the reckless one out of the whole team because I just go head on. Anything that you see in the gameplay that you see someone going ahead without the whole team, that is me.
I'm Lee. I'm very greedy, so if there's anything for money or gain, I will go for it. I'm also very clumsy and often make a lot of mistakes.
I'm Grant. I'm the calm one of the group who kind of overthinks things.
Okay then, so like I said, we're doing Overcooked today. Main reason that we're doing the game is because it's a fun game and it's so underrated. We'll go through it and tell you why we think it's such a good game and should be played more. Another reason we're doing this is because Overcooked 2 will be coming out in August the 7th, and that'll be another game that we'll be streaming on as well. So we're more likely to do that live stream than just stream it for people to watch. So here we go, let's start the game. So Overcooked, it's a cooking game as you can tell from it, and it's one of those where on screen you'll see you'll see a few recipes up, they'll tell you to cook it, and then you have to serve it. It's a basic, easy, simple game, not only for family but for friends, even for yourself if you want to just have something to waste some time and play as well. And it's such a good game. So on screen, as you can see, I'm the one in the left corner, and then on the right corner is Lee, and then the bottom left is Grant. So at the beginning you only have 4 players. It's an unlockable game, so pretty much you unlock new characters. So these are the basic 4. I'm going to be this guy because he's the main cover of the game, and I'm always known from our team as the main character.
This guy looks quite clumsy, so that's why I'm going to choose him. Top right.
And I'll go who's ever left. So, should we now?
So, you get into this game, there's not much speaking in this game. It has really funny voices, in a way. Not only can the character, this King Onion that you see, start talking, your character can also talk in the game. So if you keep pressing triangle, or start randomly spurting random words out, which we discovered the other day, me and Grant, when we were playing this game. We started, it was quite funny. So what we're going to do is that Lee's going to start reading out the phrases so that everyone can get a time of what's happening in the game.
So, well, this is the end of times. The beast is approaching, and so we must act. You are all that stands between the Onion Kingdom and total annihilation. Kevin is right. We must work together to feed the beast. Did you feel that?
So a name for a dog, Kevin. Very, very questionable, I'll tell you that.
It's not a dog's name.
That's not a dog's name.
So this is
the boss of the game.
the Ever Peckish has awoken. We must act quickly.
So, basic games, it's telling you now. So, it tells you to pick up the ingredients, which Lee is doing at the moment, and you have to chop the ingredients before you do anything.
So, I'm just bringing the...
Then Lee has the plate, you put the food in the plate, and then in the top left corner, it shows you what there is. So, it's got a green bar at the top. The longer it takes to do it, the less tips you'll get. The main point of the game is to grab as much money as you can for the whole campaign. And you get 1, 2 or 3 stars, the 3 stars being the best, obviously. But if you do something like this with the plate, that happens, and then time goes down when you do it. So as you can see on our side, me and Grant are cutting the veggies up so that Lee can serve it. As I said, In this game, there's only 3 buttons that you can do. Pretty much X is to pick stuff up, square is to chop stuff when you're near a board or if you need to cook or anything. Circle in the game, as you can see, Lee is dashing. You can dash in the game, but you don't want to dash that much as well. What happens in dash is that you can dash your own teammates out of the way, as you can see from my screen what I'm doing to Grant right now. Like I said, in this game you can talk. If you just keep pressing triangle, your character will just start speaking. Don't know what they're talking about, but it's ginger.
I reckon it's
so, right now, what you hear is the speed time coming up, the music going faster. It means that you're near enough timer. In the bottom corner, there's a timer. So there's only 13 seconds left before this part of the game finishes. And in and when there's 10 seconds left, it makes you rush the game. The whole point of it is, as from what I can see, is they're trying to make you lose concentration and just randomly throw anything into it. So like I said, if you lose, if you get the wrong dish onto it, what's going to happen is that they're going to cancel the timings, and every dish that you fail to make, you lose 10 coins in this game. So that was just a tutorial. So the next stages will be showing us what new recipes there are, how to cook, and what needs to be done. So you saw Lee playing with getting a dish. He just grabs it off the plate, but on some stages you have to wash the dish yourself, which makes the game a little bit harder.
Continuing on to the story, I'll read out what he's saying. So, greeting friends. It is now clear to me that you were not ready to take on the beast. Your cooking skills were lacking, and your cooperation was woeful. That is why I brought you back to the year 1993. You must strike out into the Onion Kingdom, travel far and wide, hone your skills, master the ancient art of cooking. Only then will you be ready to save the world from its dark future. Be brave, my friends, and good luck.
Which I would question on that, because I think we've done quite well for the first stage, going over 300 coins, I believe it was.
It's pretty good to me.
So each stage you play, there's a chance you might unlock a character. So as you can see, you go on to the next stage, you unlock it, and it'll tell you how much you need to get 1 star, 2 star, or 3 star. If you can't even get 1 star, then that means that you failed the stage completely. The only way that you can do that is if you don't cook and you don't and you just keep serving the wrong stuff. So but some stages you really can't, because there's only you can only cook one thing. So yeah. This is a prime example of what you can do. So if I just show you right now, so it even shows you how to make the recipe. So there's only one part of the game, and that is to get an onion, chop it up, and then give it to the other chef to do it.
So the way we're doing it is Sam is getting the ingredients out, giving it to Grant to cook, and I will do the cooking and serving on the plates.
Yeah, as you can see at the end of, as you can see, like, there's a counter there, and then that's what it'll do. It'll just take the money straight away. As you can see right at the end, the dirty plates bit. So you have to grab the dirty plates from that corner, which Grant will show you right now, and then you go to the end, and then you wash it up. So it's just kind of like normal. If you work in a restaurant, this is what you do. You go, cook, serve, and then you wash up. That's pretty much what people do in the restaurant when you work in the industry. So anyway, this part is quite easy to do. It's your tutorial game. Once you get over 100, that's it. You can pretty much just finish, just see if you can do more and beat your own score. But this is not. If you're someone who likes gaming and going competitive, then by all means do it. But if you're just someone who's a little bit, so literally, or if you want to, you can just keep dashing around and stop your friends from cooking. So what happens if you stop your friends from doing it, and something's cooking, and it goes over the top. As you can see, my character, I'm holding a fire extinguisher because you can actually set the whole place on fire if you want to. Just literally leave the food on to cook. So, the example there, like if you leave on, it'll start beeping, telling you that you need to take it off the stove. And then once it goes crazy, it'll set on fire. So that's where the fire extinguisher comes in, because if you're not fast enough, what happens is that the fire will start spreading. It takes like about 10 seconds. So you'll need a fire extinguisher to take it out. Once that's happened, you need to take the bowl, empty it, and then you just start again. So that's just the basic of how to play this game. As you can see, like we've gone past the stage and all that.
We've got 3 stars.
So into the top left corner, it'll tell you what needs to be done and how much timer there is. As you can see, that's on red, so that means that you've only got a few seconds to do. So no matter what happens, we're not going to lose any points for it. So usually we play a bit better than this, but we're just showing you an example of how to play this game at the moment. So as you can see, a new chef has been unlocked. What's so good about this game is that you don't pick just one player. Is when you go on to the next stage, it'll tell you to, you can move and you can choose a new character if you would like to do it. But we're just going to pick up our normal characters and we're just going to go for the next level. Basic simple game, 3 minutes on the clock, 3-4 minutes, and you just start and then you just start cooking, and that's literally it.
This one's a little bit more difficult because we've got pedestrians in sort of a walkway, creating a bit of an obstacle for us when we're trying to hand over ingredients.
Just in the middle now, bunch of stuff.
Good idea.
So each stage there is always something that needs to be done, as in like everyone has a role. It includes chopping, serving. Like you have to, it depends on where you start in the game, is where your role is. So I started at the bottom left corner, so I'm definitely the one who do the chopping, and Grant started at the bottom right, and Lee was just in the middle bit. So Grant will do all the giving the food to us and like serving and all that, while I either cook or wash up dishes. And then Lee can do the cooking and the chopping.
Yeah, I'm just sort of acting as sort of support for both of them, to be honest.
So when I don't have anything to do, then literally all I do is just help Lee on cutting. So.
Oh, sorry.
as you can see there, like anything can happen when you start dashing too much.
Prime example. Oh, sorry. Almost off the screen. Almost entirely off the screen. Oh, we need some plates.
So the main thing for this game is that you need to be coordinated and you need to work as a team. If you're playing this competitively, as in like you guys do this as it isn't for fun, and you're the ones who are looking to get trophies. So if you want to get trophies, then by all means go ahead and try and work as a team. But if you're just looking for some fun, just a relaxing Saturday, Sunday game where you don't have to work the next day, just like a few friends, a few beers, this will be a good example of a good game to play.
I imagine this will be hard after a few beers.
That's true, yes.
Recklessness. Right.
Okay.
That's okay.
That's alright, I'll come with you, so.
Right,
Sorry.
Rest of the kits can be away. Right, it's pretty much all onion soups now, so I'm just going to pass it over.
Yep, that tomato is about to burn.
I'll serve that.
So as you see, coordination in this game is the most important thing, because if you don't have any of that, as you can just see,
it's going to go wrong.
It's going to go wrong. You're going to start pushing each other away.
Oh, sorry. So really, the key is communication.
you got. If you know what you're doing, then you go ahead and go for. Oh,
yeah.
Go ahead and go for it.
That's onions. Right, what I'll do, I won't bother with the dishes. I'll just
transfer that one.
Yeah, so there's only 3 seconds left, so chances of getting it is. So, but the aim was 200 and we got 284, so 3 stars is quite easy to get on this game at the first beginning. Like the World 1 is usually like quite an easy stage to do. It's more of a get used to this game tutorial. So characters on here are quite funny. It isn't just humans. You end up having different animals helping you in the game. So it'll be quite interesting to see what you guys think about the new animal system that they have on here. So
should have gone mushroom first. I was guessing. So what I've been doing is just handing ingredients over. Yep. Oh no.
So stages like this, it'll keep changing.
Right,
That's why we have to. That's why you have to be quick and change as fast as you can. So this stage, good thing about this stage, you don't have to wash up. Wash up has always been the bane of some stages. So.
Sorry, I saw it.
So.
Oh, sorry.
It's always been hard just doing. So once stage changes, the whole thing changes for Grant himself. So he has to go from one side to the other as soon as possible, so that he can start cooking straight away. It's the same for Lee. He goes from the top to the bottom, and my character is a little bit more easier, as I don't need to do as much work as them two, because all I am is moving left and right, because I just stay at the bottom. Unless it's necessary that I need to move to the cooking section, that's when it just moves along the whole board.
Ooh, say that.
I'll leave you on the bottom.
Yeah, I can on the bottom, so then I hand ingredients over now. Trying to get the ingredients that we need on the top left. So I can chop and hand ingredients to help out.
So when doing this, both players can actually start chopping the onions. It'll make it faster and make it much easier.
Alright, I've got the soup, Oh, this didn't quite work then, that was really weird.
I just get the plate in the middle, so ready for single serve. We need that tomato.
We need one more tomatoes in there. So.
So onions and tomatoes.
Oh, we'll do tomatoes next. Right, let's serve the soup.
So the order of the soup is onions, tomatoes. It was mushroom, onions, and then tomatoes. But sometimes you have to start one before the other, because if I do the tomato soup first, we'll get more money out of it than we will with the onions. So sometimes you just have to look at your score, and literally what we need to do is do one more dish, because it's 200 and it's 280 to pass this stage, and we've pretty much just met the requirement. So
Oh, music is increasing, so maybe there's only a few seconds left.
So should be able to do at least 2 more dishes on here.
Easily.
Also, slash that one then.
If you're quick, you can probably get 2 dishes if you
Do this.
I reckon 2.
Oh.
Tomorrow, get it tomorrow.
Oh no.
Done. I'm not sure. We can do it.
I don't think we can do the next one.
Maybe. No.
No, just about.
But at the end of the day, we've still done quite well. So, what the king said about our skills not being good, I think he's a little bit crazy.
He's underestimated us.
So, not only can you play a team game, you can play competitive in this game. So it can be 1-on-1, 2-on-2. That's the most that you can do. You can't do more than that because it's a 4-player game. But as you see, this is actually Grant's favourite character, the cat.
It is.
He's always loved using the ginger cat. Don't know why it's ginger, but let's just go with it.
Ginger Tom.
Ginger Tom. The cat's called Ginger Tom now.
That's his name.
So, before it goes into this bit, you have to look at how many stars, because unlocking new stages, you need a certain number of stars. We kind of figured this out the second time when we were playing through the game. We were just like, oh, we won't be able to get 3 stars on this one, so let's just skip with only 2 stars, just to find out you actually have to end up collecting all the stars before you can play against the boss. So, as you can see, Grant's turned to Ginger Tom straight away. Good old Ginger Tom. So, there's a character that Lee really likes on this one. One of the new ones that's coming along. And he's got a good nickname as well that we've given him. So there's a new thing that's come out for it, and it's the burger.
Yes.
So, burger is quite an easy one to make. It's all you need to do is cook the burger, cut the burger into a patty, and then make it and then cook it. That's how easy it is. And then all you need to do is put bread down, and just look in the screen. Like if it needs lettuce, you put the lettuce inside it, and boom,
I can go.
It's ready to go.
That one can go.
So
that dish can go, Grant.
Oh, sorry.
What was quite good when we played this game was at the beginning we didn't know what to do. We were just running around in circles, we were just like, okay, so what should where should I go next? What should I do? So we ended up formulating quite a plan. It was more of a cooking plan. So what happens is that one person shouts out at the top corner saying that, look, I've got a burger coming and I need lettuce in it, and then I need a full burger, which means it's a burger with lettuce and tomato. So someone will shout that out, and then the chefs will get it on straight away, start cooking it, and then one person serves and does the dishes. So
one more lettuce, please.
So as you can hear, Lee's shouting, telling me what he needs, and
just more patties, please, whenever you're ready. It's a fairly calm kitchen. It can get a lot more.
Yeah, it can get. When you start getting into stages that we don't want to spoil it for you at the moment, but there'll be stages where Lee can become pretty useless at it. So
because of my clumsiness and getting stuck in the wrong place.
Yeah, so usually
that can go. I think that.
Usually because of my recklessness, sometimes it can end up being me just knocking everyone away from what we need to do. So that's all right. So as you can see, fairly easy once again, because it's just the first stages are usually easy to play. Just like most first stages, they're just telling you how to play the game. Once it gets to World 2, World 3, World 4, World 5, something around along the line there, it'll start getting harder. And when that happens, you end up shouting at each other a little bit, not as in like unfriendly way, but as in like stress, just telling the person like, come on, hurry up, like that or something like that. So actually a fun one. Usually the one who would do that out of all of us is Wong. He's the guy who would just shout at us and tell us like, why isn't it ready, or why can't we go? Why can't you do this? Why can't you do that? And you're rubbish or something like that. He's that guy. So we've got him as that guy.
We run a calm kitchen.
Yeah.
Surprisingly calm, to be honest. Oh, sorry. Even though I am bashing Grant out of weight an awful lot. Like, surprisingly a lot. If anyone's paying attention to the right side of the screen.
Oh, we're doing alright, we haven't missed an order.
No, we haven't missed an order, which is quite good. So it seems to be working quite well.
I'll not bother about doing any more dishes, I think. We're not going to
I'll get rid of the small one, and then that one as well. Just get rid of some easy wins. Perhaps, if we get a bun as well, it is possible.
Cool, just like that.
Go.
Brilliant.
So the final chef does the final job. Does the last order out. So one of the highest ranks that I've played. So this is Lee's favourite character.
Yes, we call him Wheels. Not to be offensive, but just because he is fast.
Yes, he is fast, and as you can see, he has wheels. Hence why he's called Wheels.
Also, one of the reasons I'm very clumsy, because I dashed way too much.
Yes. So we are now on the last stage of the first world. As you can see, the whole screen's grey. From where it says level 1 to 5, 6 stars. So it means you need 6 stars to play. In the top right corner, it shows you how many stars you've got, and we've got 15 at the moment. So another easy one to go through. So a little bit off topic on not on the game, and it's on something else that we're planning to introduce to this game. And the main one is that we are planning not only to do video games, but we will also introduce board games into the channel as well. You're looking at games such as Zombicide, Betrayal, and D&D. We're a group that is interested in doing stuff like that. But if there's any other games that you can think about, any board games that you can think about that you are just like, oh, I want these guys to have a little check onto it, and if we can do it, we'll definitely do it. We'll try anything. So as you can see, me and Grant just clashed on there, but we're as I said, we've just literally started up this channel, so it's going to take a bit of time before we actually go into playing D&D and Zombicide or Betrayal and all that. But at the end of the day, we will play this game. But we're going to try and focus on video games, and it's more multiplayer orientated channel, so we're going to try and do as many multiplayer games, so that ones that we feel are underrated or new games that are coming out, we shall put it on the website, on our channel, so that everyone can have a chance to experience what this game is about. So some games we'll do a whole playthrough, and some games, depending on how you feel about it, we'll just end up stopping and just be like, have a quick review on the game. And other times, such as, you know, the Telltale games, they're going to release a few new Telltale games out, and sometimes we'll want you to be the judge of what we do, even if it means, as in like, if a good example would be Walking Dead. Everyone's a good fan of Walking Dead here, and it'll tell you just like, we want you to either save this person, or do you want to kill him. If you want us to kill him, by majority vote, we will go with we will kill him.
So make some choices for us.
Or rather you, the audience, do the choosing, than us do the doing. Because exactly. we will choose whatever we feel like, but we want to see how the whole world feels like about choosing a choice that they may regret, or they might just find it really funny.
Which normally is the internet. So I know how that's going to go.
So once again, once you know what you're doing in this game, as in someone's serving, someone's cooking, you're gonna have an easy chain here, and you're gonna get what you need. So at this stage you need 250, and at this precise moment, we're on 188.
Yeah.
So.
And as you can see, me and Grant, at the beginning, we're having a bit of trouble trying to work out the best way of doing this, and now we've got a sort of rhythm. so we're not clashing and bumping into each other too much. Oh, the onion's gonna. That's it.
So as you can see in the top left corner, at the moment Lee's not being his character, but what usually happens is that what Lee was doing was that he was waiting for plates as we ran out of plates, or he was waiting for plates as we needed to get some extra. He just wanted it to get ready, so he can wash it and not be in his way of serving. So once again, that time is going up, and it was 274, 250 to pass, and we're on 274. So
Yeah.
that just shows how much we have gone into this game and how well we can play this.
It did take a while.
I do take that back, guys. It does look like there is a world 1 to 6. I thought it was 1 to 5, and that was it. So we'll get into this one.
Bonus round.
This is quite a fun. This is quite a fun stage. This is quite a fun stage to play. It's what happens during this stage is the floor ends up going up. So half of the stage goes up, and then half of the stage ends up staying down. So it may look like an easy kitchen right now, but I can tell you one thing for sure: it definitely is not an easy kitchen.
I know.
We do like throwing meat on the floor. It's not exactly hygienic. You'll
Yes.
see one in a minute.
But you'll see why now. As I'm stuck up here with wheels, and I've got to be careful because I like to dash, and I can't dash off because then I can't. We're basically going to set fire to the kitchen.
And that's something that we don't want to do because so this is also one of the games where there's that song. The song is quite catchy. So as you can see, Lee just put something through wrong. I don't know what he put through wrong, but
yeah, I did. Sorry.
The whole plate just went. So, but then games like this, it happens, because as you can see, we need to rush. So what's going to happen is that there's a chance that one of the burgers might end up burning.
I'm going to run for the fire extinguisher as soon as that comes back down. If I'm lucky, we might get it, but we might have a incident in the kitchen.
Incident in the kitchen.
An instant.
Can I save it? Can I save it in time?
Oh no.
Oh, saved.
So as you can see, you always need someone up the top sorting it out. So
what do we need? The bun.
I'll do some dishes. Oh.
So Lee's going to stay up there.
Oh no, sorry.
That's alright.
It's alright, I can make some burgers up, so it's not. I just need some plates now.
So we've got some burgers here.
So at the moment, Lee's up the top once again. As you can see, all he needs to do is just press X, and then plates will go down to the bottom. And then I'm at the moment, Grant's washing dishes, and I'm at the bottom left with a full burger ready to go, ready to serve.
Yep.
And then
that can go on
as well.
And his plate.
So a lot of them, as you can see, this game is mainly plates that are in the
lettuce, please, and then patties.
I'll get those patties again. Right, Johnny. Yeah.
I'm up.
So Lee's gonna once again. He's gonna stay up.
That's right. I've got one up here
He's
anyway.
gonna stay at the bottom. So,
I need some lettuce though, ready for.
Yeah, that's fine. No worries.
Oh. And as you can see, it's why Will's my favourite character, because when you dash, he is really fast. What's that done? No lettuce for that one, please.
That bacon curry. This one at the top right as well. Can go.
So at this point, when stuff like this starts going faster, the whole screen you can see is at green. What you want to do is that you want to send stuff which are like, as you can see here, the full burger, you'll get 6 tips for it, so you get extra money for it. So you want to send stuff which have got has got more tips right at the end, and you know you're not going to lose any money to it. So
that's it. Oh, sorry.
So I can't set that burger because
I took the plate away at the last second.
But it was a tomato burger anyway. So so the more you play, the more stuff unlocks. So this is the end of the World 1. Basically, it's just an introduction of how to play this game, and it starts getting more and more. So once again, we're going to start talking to this guy, and then once you start talking to Onion King, then he'll give you World 2. So Lee's going to continue on.
So, greetings, my small friends. The year is now 1995. It's been 2 years since we last met. A very quick 2 years. The time really flew by, didn't it? Oh, you don't say. You are progressing well on your quest, but you'll need to work on your skills with cooperation if you are to face the challenges ahead. Travel eastward, where more kitchens await.
I feel like that was a lie. I think we've been doing very well on cooperation.
Onward, my friends.
So we end up going out here, and then so as you can see from here, this is World 2, and as you can see, it looks like it's lava. So we're gonna stop off here because this is a new world, and then hopefully you guys can join us. Hopefully you like what you see, and leave some comments below and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much. That's it from us. It's from me, Matt Santos.
Yeah, thanks from me, Lee.
Yeah, hope you enjoyed and hope to see you again.